So I wanted to do a video today on my septum piercing because I get a lot of questions on it, and I'm just going to kind of try and address everything in one video, like I did with my tongue and my nose. So I'm doing my septum pierced. I have it down today just for like purposes of the video, but that is a good thing about septum piercings is you can flip them up into your nose and they become pretty much invisible, unless you were like to look straight at my nose, in which case I think that seeing metal up there would be the least of my worries. So yeah, I think standard septum ring size is actually a 14 gauge. If you go into a shop and you're a girl, a lot of people usually do a 16 unless you ask for a 14. They usually do 14s on guys just because the 16's a little daintier, I guess. I really don't notice that big of a difference, but mine is a 16 gauge. I did do it myself. Disclaimer, I used to have a video up of the actual piercing, but I took it down because I don't really want to encourage people to pierce themselves because it is a terrible idea. I'll get to why I did it a little bit. I wanted it done. I really like the idea of a piercing that I can hide without taking out. So yeah, I like the way it looks sometimes. I usually don't wear it down very often. When I wear it up, I wear a ring in it like this, which is just a retainer, and that flips up a lot more comfortably. The one that I wear when it's down is this little guy, and it's actually the little balls at the end are too close together for me to flip up because it won't fit past my nose. But yeah, I did it myself last year. I took it out because I didn't really like the placement. There's supposed to be, if you feel in your nose, there's like softer cartilage, and if you go up a little bit higher, there's like harder cartilage, and there's a soft spot in between that's just skin, and that's where it's supposed to go. I put it there when I did mine. Like, I had it in the right spot as far as what's called the sweet spot, that's part of skin, but I had it too far back, and I didn't like how far back it was. It's supposed to be a little bit closer to the tip of your nose. So I took it out, and I figured I'll just get it done at a shop. So I went into the shop to get it done, and they clamped me with septum forceps like these, and the clamp felt really low. The mark was in the right spot when they marked it, but the clamp felt really, really low. So I said something about it, and they're like, well, we'll move it up a little bit. And what they did is they pierced it right through the skin below the soft part of the cartilage, and it was crooked, and it looked absolutely terrible. I took it out in the car on the way home. And I called the place a little while later, and I asked them, you know, if they would redo it because it was crooked and it wasn't in the right spot. And I should have been a little wary when I called because the owner, when I talked to him, said, well, septum piercings are hard to get straight because it's hard to pierce through the cartilage. Not supposed to be through the cartilage, which I probably should have known, you know, in the first place. But I went back in because they said they do it for free. So they did it again, exact same thing. So I was sick of it, and I wasn't going to pay to do it again when I had all the stuff at my house to do it, so I just did it myself, slowly, painfully. I used a 14 gauge needle like this, which is pre-packaged, sterile. I used a 14 gauge needle because the needle should be bigger than the piercing so that you can fit the end of the ring right into the end of the needle and just follow it all through like in one swift motion, because chances are you're going to lose the hole if you do it yourself, and it's going to be really sucky if you take the needle out and then try and put the earring in. So it's best if you just do it all in one. But I'm not encouraging you to do it yourself because your nose will fall off. When they first do it, they'll put something larger in it like this, which is pretty much the same kind of ring as this. They just bend it out a little bit. This you can flip up or wear down. It looks a little ridiculous when you wear it down. So yeah, and you would clean it like you would clean an ear piercing with like sea salt or antiseptic or anything like that. And yeah, it doesn't interfere too much with my nose ring. I have an L-shaped, I don't know how I'm going to show you this. I have an L-shaped nose ring, and my nose, so it doesn't interfere with it too much. It's healed now. It took maybe, I didn't change it for I think like 8 weeks. And yes, there's all kinds of things I've seen, like people wear like closed rings and all kinds of different things to do. I think my favorite thing about it though is that you can just flip it up if you don't want it. I'm trying to be informative without being wordy. Pain, I don't know how to explain this. It hurt like crazy when I got it done at the shop the 2 times, but that's because it wasn't in the right spot. It wasn't terrible when I did it myself. There is pain. If you're doing it yourself though, it's gonna hurt way worse because it's gonna have to go slow because you really just can't go fast. I don't know, I couldn't anyway because I was freaking out. But yeah, I would definitely suggest going into a shop and doing it, and just pay really good attention to where they're marking it. Pay really good attention to feeling where the clamps are, and don't be afraid to speak up. If you don't think it's in the right spot, you need to say something, because otherwise you're gonna end up getting screwed like I did twice. So yeah, I think that's it. I probably forgot a bunch of things because I always do, but if you have any other questions, let me know, and hope you guys like it. Bye.